So Paul, you loaded it?
Yeah, I just loaded in. I've just got to start the thing up.
Okay.
He's one of those.
Oh yeah, I see him.
That's okay. We need guys like you so we can ask how we can do this and that.
Yeah.
Rotating. There it goes.
And another thing I don't know how to do is slew finely, not coarse, but very fine.
Okay, I think I'm ready to roll.
Okay, why don't you guys go ahead and take off? Just follow heading 329. We'll head up to Panda. Do a touch and go.
We'll look at the keys.
There goes the 747. Pretty good. You didn't need any jet assist on that.
Oh, got off. Yep.
Well, I guess I messed that one up.
Oh,
So did I.
me too. It's okay. There's always the Y key and the F4, which will give you a little bit of altitude.
Magical liftoff.
I know what I forgot.
We've got 329. I'll just print again.
Yeah, we got everything all trimmed out. Got a mixture set, a prop set, so I can stick my head out of the canopy here and see where I'm going. I usually end up in the water while I'm doing all that stuff.
I've cranked out some fears. Oh, I think I'm back to flying.
There's an airport up here in Hawaii called Dillingham, which is right next door to Halawea. And we're going to go over Halawea. That's where the P-40s left to go after the Japanese fighters when they were bombing Pearl Harbor. Dillingham is a glider base, but they had a SNJ-7 Texan there that was giving people rides for $100. You could go from there down to Pearl Harbor and follow the same exact route over Schofield Barracks and Wheeler Field, exact route, and back, and they'd let you fly the plane from the back seat if you wanted to. And my brother-in-law was a travel agent, so we got half price, so it cost me $50 rather than $100. And I took video on the way down, and then got to fly that big old bird from the back seat. But that's because the pilot was up in front watching every move, I guess. But when we got back to Dillingham, he did a loop and a barrel roll before we landed, and also a high-speed pass over the airport, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, how long ago was that, Jerry?
That was in 1993.
Yeah, you can say that's still pretty cheap.
And the pilot of that plane, he was also had a helicopter license, and he would take people on helicopter flights. And about 5 years ago, he went down in a helicopter. Him and 3 passengers were killed in Hawaii.
Oh no.
Oh, I gotta get a picture of this.
Well, I don't know whether I'm behind or ahead of you guys. I think I'm behind, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
cannot
you-
see any tags.
Yeah, you're behind us.
Okay,
I'm gonna show Foxy what he looks like to me. Can you check out the Discord screenshots?
Sure.
Okay. There you are.
okay, I've got Foxy and I've got Panda Man.
Yeah. Yeah, just follow 329 and you'll and actually 329 will put you to the east of the airport. You got,
So wait,
you-
nice.
I mean,
Nice.
those maneuvers are pretty weird when you see a big old jet doing them.
This is how it looks like for me.
Well, that's more like it.
We're on radio.
How fast you going, Brian?
217, so I think that's miles per hour.
Yeah.
I had a little train earlier, so we'll catch up a bit.
Yeah, I was at 240 knots.
Use any of these spots?
Okay, we're over land. As they would say, our feet are dry.
Landing at Panda or just using a waypoint?
Just a touch and go here, and we'll head on up to the next. And the next heading will be 296.
Copy that.
And we're going to go up to Conejo Bay. That's the MCAS airfield.
Alright, just on low pass.
Mr. Ricks, are you in Florida?
No, I'm in Texas.
Texas, that's right. You're in Texas. Is it decent weather, or are you getting a lot of rain?
It's been pretty rainy, but right now it's cleared up, just very humid.
Yeah, we're having a drought here in California. Rain is a very scarce commodity.
Yeah, I just spent the week in, it's near Van Nuys, and it was pretty warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat the east coast of Australia, can you? We had drought, then bushfires all up the east coast, then pandemic, then floods.
Yep. Did they shut you down, Brian, when they over there in
Um,
Australia?
Not too bad where I am actually, but even so, well, Australia, you talk about the pandemic, of course. The Australia was fairly lucky to start with, though. You know, anywhere near the problems that the other countries had.
Yeah, I guess India's really having a bad time now.
Oh, aren't they? What? Well, you know, and what's happened now is that everyone's banned people from India, and I agree with that, but no, there's a lot of people don't.
Well, they got 1.5 billion people, so they're going to have a lot of casualties.
Oh yeah, a lot of them.
I was talking to one of the developers at Big Radials. His name is BJ. He says they'll come out with one more vintage Warbird, but they're going to come out with several other vintage aircraft.
Yeah, I don't really mind the British aircraft that come out for MSTVS, but I tell you what, they're nowhere near as good as that plane. The good ones I'm talking about.
Roger. DC-3 is probably one of them. I hope they have a D-Day livery. That would be cool for us.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that Aeroworks DT3 for XP11, and boy, it was pretty good. It's free too.
They need Manfred John to be working for him. He does really good liveries.
Yeah, that's true.
I used to paint liveries in the old FSX P3D, but they've got that was in 2D, and this is all 3D paint jobs, and there's just no way I'm going to be able to learn a whole new system. I just don't, my brain doesn't function like it used to.
No, same here. Not that I did too much livery painting. I had a go at it, but I can't remember what utility I used. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It wasn't multi-layer. But now, well, someone else can do it, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, with FSX, I mean, it was around for a long time, and I've been a bloody fortune on scenery and aircraft. And an aircraft that I did have, and you guys would have heard of it, as the Windual, which is pretty good.
I didn't have that one. Well, Brian, I see you've got somebody following you there that's a tag along.
Yeah. I don't know who it is.
What's he flying?
But
You
no.
know, everybody's a bonanza to me today.
Except me, I'm an airliner.
Right. Oh, there you go. Oh, I love it.
I'm
Well-
worse off in a bit.
Hopefully they'll get some of those bugs worked out of this thing. Yeah, we'll make a low pass over here, over this airport, and then we'll head north, 320, and be on the east coast of Oahu.
Copy that. Oh, got lovely loads out of the oven. Oh, Mitchell going miles. The work about this Spitfire is it's pretty easy to see whether you got gear and flaps down.
Nice pass, Paul.
I'm lucky I didn't prang it.
Yeah, when I was in Hawaii, I stayed at a place called the Royal Hawaiian, also known as the Pink Palace. It was a big hotel in downtown Honolulu.
Yeah, well, one time I've been overseas and we were in Hawaii was at NAS Barber's Point.
So, who is Tropic Bus? He's flying a Spitfire anyway.
And I do see the Spitfire.
Yeah,
You're
me
in a
too.
Spitfire, Paul, aren't you?
Actually, I'm in a P40.
Oh, you're in a P40?
Yeah, I gave up on the carrier and just took off from the a runway.
Okay, that's a P40, yeah. Okay, you just went in front of me. I see it as a P40 also. Yeah, I switched over to a P40 myself.
Tropic Bus often joined us in bush flights, and he already was in about 2 Warbird flights. But it looks like he's not in Discord.
It sure will be nice when little NavMap can coordinate the planes on the map like they used to with the FSX.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you can't complain, it's all free.
This P40 is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It won't blow up on you like the Corsair. I saw that windscreen with oil on it too many times.
That's half the fun of it, though.
Yeah, it is, and it's a challenge. And I finally just nursed it when I first took off and got everything set and got the coolers all set and ready to go, and it seemed like I could maintain a pretty high speed with low RPM after everything got set up.
So you get oil stuff on the windscreen, do you? Interesting. Well, I haven't had that.
Did you learn how to fly in a Cessna, Paul?
Yeah, it was a beat up 150.
Yeah, Cessna 150 is what I learned on. But that was in 1972.
You got me beat. I learned in '95.
And the airport that I learned to fly at is a mile from my house right now. And where my house is, this all used to be orange groves. I could fly over Disneyland back in those days and they wouldn't shoot you down.
Yes, the last time I actually flew was 1970, very early 1975. I came over to Sydney and I was going to go to Bankstown and find out what flying weights were, etc, etc, etc. We got married instead.
When you guys get to the corner there, we'll be turning heading 218.
I think I've messed up my P40. It's losing RPM, manifold pressure.
You have to switch the tank. They are pretty fast empty.
That was it. Thanks very much.
You've got 3 fuel clocks, 2 on the bottom and 1 in the front.
And I didn't look at the one in front of me.
This next waypoint, Halawea, at waypoint 7, is you can just barely make out the runway, and it's right on the tip. But there was a whole squadron of P-40s, and they were able to shoot down 7 of those Japanese attackers. And after we make our left turn, from there we'll be following the path that the Japanese Vals and Zeros took when they were heading for the harbor, or where all the ships were in dock. And that airport I was talking to you about is Dillingham. It's out on the very tip. If you look at that parcel of land that sticks out there, right at the tip of that is where Dillingham is located.
Yeah, it's visible.
Nothing yet. Oh hell. nothing. It's nothing.
If you watch the movie Pearl Harbor, they'll show the P-40s taking off, and that's from this little tiny strip right here. Of course, they had hangars and a bunch of other stuff. I'm sure that this is where it was located.
Yeah, I thought it was further in there, but yeah.
A lot of this farming that you see out here is pineapples. A lot of pineapple from this country. I went to the Dole factory where they canned all the pineapple. It's pretty interesting.
Anything wrong, I suppose, with these Warbirds is you don't get a very good view of the cockpit, do you?
No, you sure don't. You gotta do that outside view. I'm just now coming up on the barracks, and this is pretty much the area. I don't know how accurate any of this is, because this is one of those Bing shots that they fixed up. But this is the they attacked the Schofield barracks, and then over here at Wheeler Field, they had a lot of bombers. The B-17s had a lot of them, and they had them all grouped up in little groups, so they were real easy. You just had to hit one and you could hit them all. This is Wheeler Field right here.
Yeah, I'm following you now. You're overflowing Wheeler.
Foxy doing a low pass.
Yep.
I wonder why I don't see that, and I see you pause. Crazy. Anyways, after Wheeler, we'll head 182 and go south here and line up for a landing at Fort Island. I was looking for you, Paul. I was going to get a picture. And here you are, right behind me.
I'll close up. Can you see me in a P40 now, or am I in a
Yeah.
round?
Yeah, you're in a P40.
I'll just tighten up.
Yeah, I'm just going to slow down here a little bit.
Oh,
A little bit more. Okay, I got it.
Cool.
there he goes.
I went to the dark room to develop this picture that I just took. And it's now in the screenshot portion of Discord.
Look good.
Oh, I can see the Missouri there, so I guess a quick run down Battleship Road sounds good.
Yep,
Roger.
with you.
Yeah, we attack happened until I like the aircraft carriers were all out.
Close to Honolulu, and I start shuddering.
I'm going to get you on a deflection shot here, Paul.
Okay.
Two knots of bloody never on it.
You're toast.
I will not flip, I will not flip, I will not flip.
Oh, one of my gear isn't coming down. No, it did. Finally came down.
Out once. Out twice. Out 3 times.
Oh, now you've done it.
Uh-oh.
Who's still flying, Jerry?
Well, I've got the throttle problem. I'm either full open or full closed, and when I land, sometimes it just takes off all by itself.
It's weird.
And I'm trying to get it over with you guys. No, I'll make it over there if I just do a little slew. Figure out where you're at.
Yeah, I'd love to know how you're still fine.
Ah, there you are.
Yeah, we're sort of till 3 or 4 o'clock. We can come to you.
No, I'm coming over.